everybody. I'm Gayle Woloschak, and I'm the former president of the Orthodox Christian Association of Medicine, Psychology, and Religion. The current president is Dr. Philip Mamalakis, who has a faculty appointment at Holy Cross Seminary. So the goals of this organization, the organization's actually been around for quite a long time, and it underwent a revival probably about 5 or 6 years ago. The goal was to try to bring together professionals who were working in healthcare, medical professionals, people who were working as psychologists and social workers, and people who were dealing spiritually with people in pastoral care and others. So we wanted to bring these people together to discuss not just issues that they might have that are difficult for themselves, but to also give them a way to get kind of renewed a little bit, get feedback on what things might work from a theological perspective or from a medical perspective, and to also have a mutual exchange of information at all levels. The most important function that's carried out by this group is they have an annual conference. It's been growing in numbers. A few years ago, it started at Holy Cross about 4 years ago or 5 years ago. When I started counting numbers of attendees, it was maybe around 40 or 50. We moved it to the next year at Holy Cross. We went up to about 80. We then moved it to South Bound Brook, New Jersey for 2 years. It went up to 130. Last year it was up to 150. This year it's going to be in Chicago, and we're hoping to even have more and more members. I think, and I have to, the other thing I should say is you don't have to be a healthcare professional or a physician or a nurse or anything like that to participate. We have some lawyers who are actually interested in the dialogue because they're working with physicians. So there's a breadth here that's pretty worthwhile. So the annual conference is held in November each year. The format is usually that there is a keynote address given by one of the hierarchs. We then have a series of plenary lectures that are thematic, based on some sort of topic, and there's one plenary that is for psychology, there's one plenary for medicine, and there's one plenary for theology. And then the rest of the conference is a series of proffered papers that include people that just want to give a talk. They propose an abstract. We have a selection committee that chooses whether those abstracts will be presented or not. Sometimes there are panels or workshops, and usually, again, much like this conference, there are at least 3 that are running concurrently on different topics to allow for adequate discussion. This is a picture of the attendees from this past year's conference in South Bound Brook, New Jersey, actually at my own church headquarters for the Ukrainian Orthodox Church. You can see here's Philip Mamalakis, our current president, here participating. So we had a really good attendance, and it was, I think, one of the most exciting conferences we've had. So our 2019 conference is called Isolation, Violence, Hope, and Communion. It will be in my city I live in, which is in Chicago this year. Could you start again? I'm sorry. In any case, the way, again, it's going to be structured, it will be much the same as we've talked about. I'll forward. There we go. The keynote speaker is going to be Bishop Irene of the Serbian Orthodox Church of New York, and he will present. We don't have all of our speakers determined, but Father Deacon Dr. Perry Hamalis has agreed to be one of the speakers. He edited a book volume on war, so it seemed appropriate that he be involved in this topic related to the violence. One other thing I should mention is that we've been publishing our proceedings, and 2 of the volumes are out there for sale for several years. They're collected, again, reviewed, peer-reviewed, so that we try to put out the very best work that we possibly can. And we, as I said, we expect 150 participants. Most of them do come from the U.S., but we have quite a few that have been coming from abroad. And we're actually looking for more and more science, medicine, psychology, religion groups to interface with. We have several that we've worked with in Greece, and we're looking for others. So if there's anybody here interested in interfacing, please let me know. Here's the information. The website, which has membership information, you can get yourself on there and subscribe to the newsletter, or if you want just more information, you can send an email to ocamper at ocamperinfo@gmail.com. You'll get put on the mailing list and get notified about different events. We also put out periodic newsletters, which are e-newsletters, and this will put you on the mailing list for that. Thank you very much.